Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Pathologic. Last time we solved young Vlad's extra condition there over at Aspidy's house with the whole thing that's happening there. So now, I think... Okay, what's our mission button? Q. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I should read all that out specifically since we're reading everything out, but the idea here is that we did learn from young Vlad that the guy who came here to meet Simon has died of the plague. Did that kid just kick that girl? Why are there children everywhere? I forgot how weird the children look. What do you got? Oh. Okay. Cool. Drugs. I don't really have enough to trade with the children yet. I do like how they just have like drugs and bullets in their pockets. That's pretty cool. Remember that from the original game. Also, is this guy's pathfinding kind of messed up? Or he's floating a little, I think. If I remember correctly, Stockruben should be at what's his name's house? The younger Kane. And we have to go warn all of them. Hopefully Victor, that's his name. I gotta... Well, it's gonna take a few episodes to get back into things, but is that not... Because I thought once you talk to young Vlad, you unlock him being at Victor's. And it should be, oh yeah, look who it is.
Master would have approved of my actions.
Greetings, friend. I heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I do hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? Simon's body, wherever it is, poses a dire threat. I suspect he has died of contagious disease. Are you sure? Well, it doesn't matter anyways. If it's that thing again, what do you think it is? Judging from what I've found so far, it could be Febris typhoidea, or plague. I don't believe it. A second outbreak. Wait a second, I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? Do you mean what you say? I am and I do. It's the sand plague. Master's death was so untimely. If it's the sand plague, we only have a few more days to live. See, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. So you're already familiar with the disease? I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than this. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. We must take protective measures for that, of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They're no good. But I'll try to do something about this. We need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Did you know he was murdered by his son? An atrocity. His son has nothing to do with this. I presume Isidore was infected by Simon and died of the same disease. Or vice versa. Let us not waste any more time. You're right, let's make haste. I'll get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kane is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately and with calm mind, we can prevent this epidemic. Well, you won't, but Stay strong. I won't leave you on your own. Can we talk to him again? Do we have more?
No, I'd rather not believe this.
Don't worry about me. I know what Master would have done in my place. I'll do just the same as he did 5 years ago. Call for me if you need me. I'm staying at Eva Jan's place. It's close by. And then, if we talk to the Canes again, we get more, right?
It's far easier to be wise for others than to be so for oneself.
So true, bestie. So I cracked my knuckles really loud. Sorry about that. Also, did you say something? I heard a voice. That was I mean, it is that kind of game, but still. Now, I think we gotta go talk to, yeah, we haven't finished here, because we would have gotten the message about how everything's finished here. We gotta talk to, Georgie again. Hey, man. I've been told of your initial verdict. You assert that Simon Kane was not killed by a human or a Shebnak demon, but died of a natural cause, or succumbed to some physical sickness. Is that what you're saying? I wouldn't say he died naturally. He died of a mysterious disease. Microbes are more efficient killers than demons. Is that a hypothesis or a fact supported by evidence? It is a proven fact. What is this proof then? Show me the body, Judge, and you will have it. The body is in the focus of the crucible. You cannot examine it now, and I mean that it is technically impossible. No one may see the body before a certain period of time passes, neither Master Reuben nor you, my dear bachelor, not even myself. And what am I supposed to do then? What can I ask of you now? You've come to a conclusion already, have you not? If you haven't, then I urge you to seek out the facts as relentlessly as we do. May Providence help us if you are right. I'll discuss this with your brother. I mean Victor, obviously. Okay, so now we talk to Victor. I know they like to put a group of things together and make you talk to one of them and go all the way somewhere else before you can talk to another person, but so Georgie now can come back, talk to Victor. Maybe that's an excuse to get Stock Reuben out of here. I don't know why they need that, but sure.
Perhaps old Gimski is setting a trap for this newly arrived.
Okay, well, no need to worry, apparently. Alright, well, okay, let's actually save here. What is the button? There we go, Q. Q is our quests, I guess. And... oh, okay, so we have finished it. So let's read all this out just to be, thorough. In pursuit of a killer. To find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane, the dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or at behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor, Isidore Brock, was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Brock's guidance, I would have never come to this backwoods domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Isidore Brock was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alexander Saburov, the head of the Saburov family, has taken control of the proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Saburovs are one of the 3 families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. Adestulia Lyuricheva is generally capable of rational thought, and she is more astute than the majority of her contemporaries in this town. There are those who would believe that if I'm unable to pinpoint the murder by nightfall, then I'm destined to become the next victim. If my encounter with death is so inevitable, then I should prepare myself for it. As ludicrous as it may be, the thought sends a chill down my spine. I'm following in Isidore's wake, certain that the trail of his footsteps will lead me to the Crucible. There's a little doubt in my mind that Isidore is well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was old Gimski that held Isidore's leash. A relationship rooted in unbreakable family loyalty. It is with the old Gimskis that I must make my next decision. Cunning a lot, aren't they? The older old Gimski does his best to avoid any mention of his household. When I asked him what his son was doing, the honorable stock breeder momentarily lost his temper. I think the son knows just as much as the father, and it'll be easier to get him talking. But where can I find him? The investigation of the double murder has introduced a few additional considerations. It is highly possible that Simon died through some unfamiliar disease. Stock Reuben, the town medic, should be warned at once. If he touches the body, he may contact whatever disease remains there. We have identified the killer, although we have yet to apprehend him. Reuben will collect the necessary equipment to protect him as he works with bodies. In the meantime, I should inform Georgie Kane of what the preliminary investigation has shown. The initial findings suggest that Simon Kane was killed by a highly contagious disease. It seems I will not be the first to meet the killer. Dr. Reuben has better chances of that. I just cannot help but think that were Katerina's prophecy to come true, it would have made the situation even more convoluted than it already is. Yeah, so it's good that I saved here. That triple star here means we are, where's my bound list? Means we're good, for meeting today's quest. I'm saving here because, like, the next thing to do is, talk with people. Important people. Like, we should introduce ourselves to, like, Laura Ravel. And, who else here is there? Maybe Bad Grief and Reuben? Should check those out. Yeah, the rest of today ostensibly is going to be, investigating. Like the studio we should go to, Sticky we won't need to talk to for a while. Who's Grace? I don't think we ever even met her. So yeah, we'll start out with Laura Ravel's shelter, just because it's like something to look into. And then tomorrow, I guess we will be concerning ourselves with gathering our resources and making it to tomorrow. That is, by that I mean like going grocery shopping. Which is, alright, what time is it? It's 11. Yeah, once you know what you're doing in a day, it doesn't actually take that long necessarily to, oh man, to get everything that you need to get done. So that's good at least. The only other thing is I don't quite remember where all the grocery stores are. Like, I think, like I said, in day one, I'll wait for it to be like the last thing I do, but I feel like it might be not even necessarily a bad idea to just like literally buy every piece of food that I can for the upcoming days. So yeah, maybe I should print off this map and just like have it in front of me physically, because like I know where everything is, like internally. Like I know where I am on the map just by looking around in the game for the most part. It's just knowing like where things are on the map is what I'm having trouble remembering. And it would help like with identifying where I need to go if I had like all the places all the different kind of like stores marked out. This place, I remember. Hey, girl, Laura.
Beat is uneven. I'm sick at heart.
Yeah, same. You're the person that came to Maria Cana in her dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Laura Ravel, and this is the shelter. You're always welcome here. My name is Daniil Dunkovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You always have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house, after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I won't ever become one. But I can serve people to the best of my ability. Who are the capital M mistresses then? The mistresses of this town. We call them the Dream Mistresses. Kaina, Ogimskaya, and Seberova. Now, after Victoria and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They're far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. These clairvoyants terrify me. The things you'll see here are not subject to comprehension. They'll burst into your everyday routine like the horrors of your childhood that have come to life. They'll thrash your logical thinking, disrupt every single part of you. The sharp mind of an analyst won't be able to wrap around them. You can't even imagine. I can imagine them very well. That is what I have the sharp mind of an analyst for.
What?
Okay, nice voice clip. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that, a celebrity medic. Everyone in our town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm glad you really have, because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Please do. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. The nurse still came down with serious illness. It made us worried, but unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turns out that the children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of a game kills children? They're playing, what do they call it? Well, some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then, the game just faded to obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone's already been poisoned. What can I do? I'm no poisoning specialist. I can do an examination, of course, but... No, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please, use your standing and celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimski's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today. I'll do my best, of course. How can I find this house? Capella mentioned that it's next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. You ever seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Evion's window. But most importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes we do. But generally houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. In that case, it won't be too hard to find. So this is a sub-quest. I don't know if we'll complete it. I don't know how actually to complete it, necessarily. One of the nice things in this game is you don't have to complete all these sub-quests. No messages, that's cool. So that's Laura Ravel. Next we should talk to the Stomatins, I think. Because there's no one else in this bad grief in them. Because I should think about buying a gun as well, but I feel like going in like a U shape will make more sense, so for now we will go forward to the top part of the far island, and we'll like work our way down through it, and then we'll come back to the bottom island, I think is how we'll explore all the areas. I mean, ultimately we'll leave it for tomorrow because we're already pretty close to session's length, but that's for tomorrow. It's something we can do. I do kind of want to try that sub-quest we just unlocked, because like I feel like now I could probably get it done. Like, it couldn't be that hard to do. Also, these areas like this, I don't know for sure. I'm thinking those are like only unlocked for certain characters, and that's something we'll have to like do later on. But go up, and then we will. This is the pub. We will explore down there tomorrow. And for now, we will save here. And we're at an episode's length, so we'll call it here. And as always, thank you for watching.